What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight? It is Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday. Another fun Taco Tuesday. Oh my goodness. How is everybody doing tonight? Mass Figure, how we doing? Gulf City Nick, how's it going? Oh my goodness. I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole that is the briefcase simulator. But first, Blue would be oh so proud because I did in fact make it a 6th day in a row of tacos on stream nights. So this will be the last stream before heading to England, and once again, tacos were on the menu, y'all. I hope everyone's doing great today, though. Kristen, welcome. How we doing? How we doing? Kristen actually had tacos. Great, Kristen. What kind of tacos did you have, Kristen? What kind of tacos? That is the big question. Mine are carne asada. I actually didn't eat tacos yet. I will eat them after stream. So if I get a little hangry during stream, don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at me, chat. Keep it real, fam bam. On top of all of that, what kind of tacos are y'all having on this wonderful Tuesday? That is the question, guys. There is no better channel to hang out on Taco Tuesday than this one right here, because we celebrate Taco Tuesday like it's a holiday. Celebration. Beef and cheddar, yo. Just some ground beef and some cheddar cheese. There's nothing wrong with that. Good old classic Americano taco right there. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a great start to your week. I know, oops, hold on. Not wanting to do that. There we go. Trying to grab the link from my stream. I don't know if you guys heard it in the mic here. My phone, I'm grabbing the link so I can text it to my brother, as well as a friend of mine that I text it to every time I stream, because good old Craigie boy, he's always like, dude, just text me your link. I don't want to have to jump into Discord and grab it from there. What a lazy bum, right? But he is a good IRL friend of mine, so I can't blame him too much. If he pops into stream tonight, we'll put him on blast. How about that? How about that? Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a good week. Start to your week, I would say. Tomorrow night, Gina and I and little baby Isla take off to England. We're going to London for a few days and then off to Manchester to visit all of her family. I get to meet all of Gina's family this week, guys. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited for everyone to meet Isla, most importantly, because obviously, you know, it's exciting to meet the new baby in the family. But I'm excited for myself to meet all of Gina's family. They're super kind people. I've like video chatted with Gina with them a few times, so it's been pretty fun. And Gina is her heritage is Indian, and I'm super excited to eat all of the authentic home cooked Indian food while we're there. The spices are going to be amazing. I cannot wait for them. My senses are going to be so clean and clear when I come home because of all of the spices that Indians use in their food. I can't wait to get down on some homemade chapatis. They're going to be so amazing. I don't even think I said that word right, but it's okay. It just exposes the whiteness within. It's okay because I'm a well-cultured white boy. Let's say that. Even if I mispronounce the names, at least I'm well-cultured. Familia Ortega, welcome. How you doing tonight? How were your tacos on this wonderful Tuesday? Kristen said, it's a long flight. I've been once. A direct flight to England is Vegas. So we are flying from Las Vegas all the way to London, England tomorrow night. It's going to be a time and a half. I'll tell you what. But it should be good. And this afternoon, I got my workout in, my CrossFit workout in. So I'm sticking to the regiment. I'm sticking to it, baby. We're after it. My back's a little sore. My shoulders are a little tight, and my booty is tender when I'm doing squats. You know, carrying around baby Isla, and she throws toys on the floor, and I've got to like bend down to pick them up. Yo, it's been a struggle, but you love it. We love it, at least. It's not all bad. It's a good burn, a very good burn. Okay. Gulf City Nick says, be careful out there. There have been some riots. Yes, I know. I'm aware of the riots happening, and we do plan to be very, very careful. It should be a fun time though. I'm pretty excited to take some strolls in the park. Harley, get down off the counter. I'm pretty excited to do some strolls through the different parks there. That'll be fun. See all the sights, meet the family. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Kristen says, mine went from Atlanta to Amsterdam, then to England. Yeah, I think Gina. So when I'm trying to remember, did Gina go when we were first dating? Did you go when we were first dating, babe, to see your family? I can't remember, or she had just recently gone to England right before we started talking. But anyway, I believe hers, or maybe her mom's flight. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe her mom went to visit some of their family. But anyways, I think it was the same thing for her, like a layover in Amsterdam and then up to London. But with all that being said, all out of the way, how is everyone's week starting? What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing this week? Work related, video game related, movie related. What's everyone up to? I want to know. I want to know what you guys have been up to. You guys playing any ranked battles? Any ranked battles after our foray into the VG Fam Bam tourney? Uh-oh. Gina's getting the dogs all riled up now, guys. Oh. Mass Figure says, I want to go to Amsterdam. Yeah, that would be a fun place to go to for sure. Got to take a shower, BRB. No worries. We will be here when you get back, Mass Figure. Kristen says that she is training the new pupper. Yo, that's exciting. That is exciting for sure. You love to see it. Love to see it. Always love a new pupper. War Thunder and then sleep mostly, Gulf City Nick says. What War Thunder? What is War Thunder? Is that a game that I'm not aware of? I need to know. I need to know. If I had a friend, well, actually, my buddy Craig that I was just talking about to start out stream, he I don't think he went to go see it, but he was talking to me about the new, gosh darn it, what's it called? Borderlands, right? The video game that had a movie release this weekend, with Kevin Hart in it and a few other big name actors / actresses. But it sounds like it had a major flop in the box office this weekend. It had a huge, like massive budget. And oops, sorry, Turtwig, not this time, buddy. It had a massive budget, and the movie only grossed like worldwide, I think like 12 million. And it had like $150 million budget. And just for like, not our shiny, just for numbers sake, like generally a movie of that magnitude tries to hit about, I think, like a third of its budget on opening weekend, and that will set, like in most cases, set a movie up to at least break even, right? Compared to its budget. And it had a budget of like 120 million, I think, and it only grossed like 12 million worldwide. So domestically it was like 8 million, and then only like 12 million worldwide. What a flop, y'all. That is so upsetting, because too, like, I feel like we've been on a good spree of good video game movies, you know, like with Mario. I feel like even League of Legends had their little foray into at least the silver screen through Netflix. They had that like little, I don't know if it was a short series or whatnot, but it seems like it did pretty well too. I didn't watch it myself, but I think it had pretty good reviews. I don't know if it was called for a second season, or if they even planned on another season of it, or if it just had a good ending to it from the first season. But I feel like we've been doing pretty good, like video game wise, into the movie space. The adaptations of video games to movies recently have been pretty well received, considering in the past we've had some pretty junky video games adapted to the movies. And so for a game like Borderlands, which is a pretty popular one, I know it's not popular now. The last release was in like 2018 or 2019. And they haven't had a game release recently, but it's still unfortunate to see that it did so poorly. And for the studio to think that they can just like grab a bunch of big name actors, i.e. Kevin Hart, and throw them in a movie, and then that just be the draw, is kind of frustrating, you know? Like, you gotta know by now that just... We've seen it in the past with other video game movies just completely flopping. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Alex, hello. Welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight, Alex? How are your tacos on this wonderful Taco Tuesday? What kind of tacos did you eat tonight, Alex? Mass Figure says, also on Friday, I'm going to my friend's wedding. I'm the best man. Got to support him. And later after the wedding, my girlfriend and I are going on another vacation. Congrats, Mass Figure. Congrats on being the best man, first and foremost. That is a great honor to hold. I hope you do well. I hope you do swimmingly at your as your best man role. Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. Isla's walking out the doggy door. Okay, back. Sorry, Bam Bam. Isla just strolled right out through the doggy door and had to go grab her real quick. Okay, what was I saying before I went to grab Isla? The Borderlands movie was a flop. Pretty frustrating. Oh, Mass Figure on his best man duties. Congratulations. And I hope your vacation is great, Mass Figure. I hope that you have a fun time with the GF wherever you might be going. If you wanna post it in chat where you're headed to, I'd like to know. I'm curious. I'm sure the fam bam would be curious to know where you're heading to. I hope that you have a good time. Make lots of memories. Vacations are always fun. Always good to do. Kristen says, I heard it was bad reviews for Borderlands. Yeah, they're getting schmammered in the reviews for sure. Alex says, I'm back to school this week. That is a pretty common thing. My kids had their first full week of school last week. They have a 4-day school week, so they're off Fridays. So their first like technical day of school was on a Thursday, and then last week they had their first like full week of school. So they're starting out hot. Things are looking good for this year of school with the kiddos. I'm pretty excited for them. Chandler struggled a little bit last year when it came to reading, especially towards the tail end of the year. And so we had him in summer school he only did summer school for a month. So it's pretty cool because, you know, they got like a full, I think like 2.5 months of summer, maybe closer to 3. Yeah, he struggled in reading. So we had him in summer school, and it seems like it paid out pretty good. He started out this first week of school last week, doing really well. He's got the same 2nd grade teacher that his older sister Aubrey had in 2nd grade. So I'm pretty excited because his teacher's awesome. She's an awesome lady, and he was awarded the student of the week for her class the first week of school. So that was a pretty proud parent moment for me. So I'm pretty excited about that. He was excelling in math this last week, I guess, helping out the other kids with some of the math problems. So that was pretty cool to see that he's excelling in that aspect. All right, let's see here. Chimchar, can you be the one? 12:33. Kristen says, my sister from Texas is visiting next week and we're gonna go to Glacier. I haven't been since high school. Yo, that is exciting. Exciting. Always fun having family come and visit, or when you get to go visit family, you know? Like this trip to England for Gina and I, it's going to be fun. Like, well, first of all, we're going all the way to England. So obviously we're going to try and like do some touristy things while we're there too, because it'll be my first time in the UK. But excited to spend some time with Gina's family, meet the family and all that good stuff. The Shiny Card Project, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. What kind of tacos did you have this evening, Shiny Card Project? But yeah, meeting the family will be a good time. I just love family time. It's like, it's some of the best memories, right? When you get to spend time with your family and create memories with your siblings, loved ones, parents, aunts, uncles, whatever. It's so fulfilling. Like, just good for the soul, you know? It's kind of like when you have a friend that maybe you haven't rekindled with in a while, and that feeling that you get when rekindling with a friend, it's like that, but magnitude, heightened to an extreme magnitude when it comes to family, I feel like. No tacos so far, but doing pretty good, the Shiny Card Project says. Oh, no tacos so far is the key word there. So that means tacos will be on the menu. You love to see it. It's Tuesday, guys. It's Tuesday, and that means tacos. We gotta get the tacos. No shiny chimchar there. But I'm pretty excited, guys. One of Gina's cousins, her husband is a Man U fan because they live close to Manchester. And so he's been telling his wife that he's excited to take me out to go see Old Trafford, which I'm excited to do. I'm not a Manchester United fan myself, but I have an appreciation for the game and an appreciation for Old Trafford as being like a historic, you know, landmark in the soccer community. Or the football community, as they call it out there. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited to go tour Old Trafford. He also mentioned that because I'm an American, he wants to take me to a pub and have a proper pint, which will be excellent. So that should be good too. I'm excited to do all of like the traditional things, you know. I had someone ask me, I can't remember who it was, like a family member asked me if I was gonna have some bangers and mash. I asked Gina about it and I was like, babe, have you ever had bangers and mash when you've been in the UK? And she's like, ew, gross. No, that's like crap food. You don't eat that in England. I might eat it. just to say I had it. She's already rolling her eyes back there. Talking smack. You didn't even wave to stream, babe. Yeah, you just like a brief wisp in the background. No shiny Starly. That's a good thing there, but no shiny Chimchar as well. Shiny Card Project says, wish you luck on the BDSP hunt. Just at the beginning of this month, I finally got shiny Arceus after over a year of hunting it. I totally understand the struggle with the hunt. Yo, first and foremost, Shiny Card Project, I want to congratulate you for enduring the year that was the shiny hunt for Arceus. Chat, can we get some sparkles in the chat, please, for the Shiny Card Project, for the accomplishment that is finding a shiny Arceus in BDSP? I feel like the reset hell that you go through is pretty similar to this. You know, the briefcase matrix, being that that you've got to wait for the game to load in, and then you go into the game, and like for me, you got to go through the cutscene here, pick your starter. Well, when you get to Arceus, you got to like go through that whole cutscene of going up that stair to the platform, encountering Arceus. Right? Isn't there a cutscene there? I can't remember if there is or not now. Maybe I'm second guessing myself. Maybe you just walk up there and then you click A, right? So you could probably save right in front of them. So it might be a little bit easier on that reset, but nonetheless, soft resets are not for the faint of heart. So congratulations on getting that shiny Arceus. Commend you, my friend. Oops. I accidentally hit the home button. All right, Chimchar. Can you be our Mikey? One thing that's kind of unique about this hunt as well is that technically, like, I know I've said this before on other streams, but we are getting 2 encounters every time we throw, every time we throw Chimchar out there. Because technically that Starly counts as an encounter. So when I was talking about, I think last stream I was talking about it, I'm kind of on the line of feeling like the shiny's probably going to come somewhere around like the 2300 to 2400 mark. So like in the 2300 range, you know? And that's just because if you're going through two encounters each time, 2300 to 2400 is going to be over odds, slightly over odds, not much, but slightly over. And so I think that either by that point we will phase on the Starly, which please, generous Arceus, please do not make that happen. But I feel like we're either going to phase on the Starly or get the shiny starter by that point. I have a feeling burning inside of the top of my belly that I think it's going to be around then. But it could be tonight. It could be tonight instead. That would be ideal. If we found the shiny tonight and I could embark on the journey of Sinnoh, that would be great. Things would be so groovy. Hi, naked girl. I love her smile. Shiny Card Project says, "Aw, thanks for the kind words. I even caught it in a Premier Ball." Yo, that is some dedication right there. What Pokemon do you use as like a false swipe user in BDSP, Shiny Card Project? I like using Gallade anytime I can, because I feel like his moveset is so versatile, you know? You can get uh-oh. Get out of there on my phone. His uh-oh. What am I doing? But yeah, so Gallade as a false swipe user. He's such a good false swipe user, you know? If you can't get Breloom, Gallade's a great option. And then also, I don't know if this is the same for past games, but I know in the current games, he can learn in prison, which is a great move to know because he can also learn Memento. And so you can lock Memento Pokemon out from using that move. So that's pretty nice as well. It's like a double combo, you know? What are y'all's favorite false swipe users to use in game? I always like to use Breloom and Gallade myself. I feel like there's so many out there, you know, that you can do. Some people prefer having like a very fast false swiper on their team. Others just want something more durable. Breloom and Gallade are my go-tos. Anytime I can use them, I will. Breloom, of course, because you can level up your Shroomish to the point that you get Spore. That's a great move. 100% accuracy. Grass type move to put Pokemon to sleep. It's just the way to go. Mr. Black Mage Guy, welcome, welcome. How are we doing tonight? How were your tacos this evening? Should I call you Bomberman or Mr. Black Mage Guy? I feel like because your screen or your screen name in Discord is Bomberman. Technically used a Rotom with Trick and an Infiltrator Spirit Tomb with Hypnosis for Arceus. No false swiper. Yo, living on the wild side there. Okay, use Rotom with Trick so that you could swap held items and give him, right? Trick swaps held items. Probably gave him a berry to use to replenish PP. Uh-oh, there was an error. I hate when that happens. We move on. Trick to give him a PP berry. And then Infiltrator Spirit Tomb. Lepa berry, there you go. That's the one I was looking for. I've never really done that yet. I haven't done any like gruesome or grueling legendary hunts. I feel like that would be I want to hunt the legendaries in Sword and Shield, which while I'm on this trip, my plan is to finish my Pokedex on Sword and Shield. That way I can come back, rest and ready to go. We can jump into some DAs together as a fam bam and do some shiny legendary hunting. Arceus can't hit Spirit Tomb at all. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So then you just keep chucking balls until you land it. Trick the Lepa berry onto him and then chuck balls until you land the one that catches them. How many Premier Balls did you go through to get that? That's the question, right? Did you keep track of how many Premier Balls you threw to get to that point? Nope, not the Turtwig, sorry. Sorry, Turtwig, not your time, buddy. My My stream deck just froze. Elgato makes such good products, but for some reason, and like I've read that it's like a common problem with stream decks, but like it'll just randomly freeze and you gotta like unplug it and then plug it back in and then it just like wakes back up and it's fine. But occasionally like it'll just be in the middle of stream, it'll just kind of freeze up and then no more. First ball? Yo, what a great time that must have been. How many encounters did you go through? That is such an awesome story. That is so excellent. I am so hyped for you right now. You caught the shiny Arceus on the first Premier Ball you threw. That is amazing. You love to see it. I don't remember if BDSP had the it has crit caps, but do you have to have the Pokemon registered in your Pokedex before you start getting crit caps? Like in Scarlet and Violet. I guess I've never looked that up. I know in Scarlet and Violet, once you have captured the Pokemon, then you get a chance for a crit cap. And then like the more you've caught, then your crit cap chance like goes up, I guess. I think it was the same in BDSP. But like with legendaries, you don't get that. Like they're the one and only that you get. So that is amazing. I have a friend to verify the catch. That is so awesome. You'll love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. What a great time. What a great time to be playing BDSP, catching a shiny Arceus on the first Premier Ball you throw. Blue Ink, how we doing tonight, my friends? How we doing? How we doing? Blue, you weren't here for the intro to stream, but I will have you know, my friend, that I had tacos. Yes, I did. Tacos tonight. Well, I haven't eaten yet, but there are tacos waiting for me. Sharky says, how do you bypass the shiny lock? The starters are not shiny locked in BDSP. They are not locked in BDSP. They're locked in Sword and Shield. They're locked in Scarlet and Violet, but not BDSP. They made a complete 1-to-1 remake of Diamond and Pearl. 1-to-1 remake, which means that the starters are shiny huntable in this game. There are plenty of accounts that have gotten them. Blue says, go eat them now. I don't like to eat on stream. That's one thing. When I've watched other streamers, it's I don't know what it is about like watching someone eat on stream. It's not enjoyable. Not enjoyable at all. And so I refuse to subject my viewers to that. I refuse. I'll drink, obviously. I'll drink water and hydrate and all the good stuff. Or a lot of times coffee. I do love me an iced coffee for stream, especially when I'm getting into those late night grinds on the shiny hunts. Sharky says, good to know. Yes, sir. No starter shiny lock in BDSP. So you can hunt Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar in BDSP. If you like to go through soft resets and briefcase simulations, I don't recommend it. It's not for the faint of heart, especially because Turtwig is easily huntable in Scarlet and Violet. And Chimchar you can dual hunt with Scorbunny. Piplup, I can't remember if he's hard or not. I think he's fairly difficult because you have to find him on like the glaciers. And when you're setting up like a shiny sandwich or like encounter and shiny sandwich for water types, there are a ton of water types around you in the water as well. So yeah, it doesn't just isolate the Piplup that way. It's probably better to get a mass outbreak for Piplup. But if you enjoy the grind and you enjoy the soft resets, BDSP is a great way to shiny hunt your starters. The first partner Pokemon, as Pokemon Company calls them. You can do it loud and proud. I guess if you find your starter Pokemon in a game like BDSP, you can take solace in knowing that you really grinded that one. It's a lot more rare than one found in Scarlet and Violet. But if you don't care and you're looking to save time, Scarlet and Violet's probably a better way to hunt them. But for me, we're doing a shiny only fire type playthrough. So we gotta get him. We gotta get the little pink guy. Mr. Black Mage Guy says, I've been really interested in this Pokemon inspired game called Yokai Watch. Never heard of it. Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. I've heard of Yokai Watch. I don't actually know what it is. I've heard the name talked about like online, and that's about the extent of it. I've never really delved into it besides that. Blue Ink says, doing some photography in the Guardians of the Galaxy game right now. Yo, I bet that's probably some epic photography in that game. The graphics in that game were actually pretty good. Which Guardians game are you talking about, Blue? Not that I played it, but I've seen, like, okay, so does anyone else do this too? Okay, when it comes to video games, I pretty much only play Pokemon stuff. Okay, guys. I used to be like in high school and college years, I used to be pretty big into first person shooters, played a ton of Halo, COD, all that kind of stuff. Even after college years, when I was into adult life, if you call it that, building my first PC, Warzone, all that kind of stuff. I was big into that when Warzone first dropped. But lately, or like recently in the past, I don't know, 3-4 years, I've pretty much only played Pokemon games. Like, that's it, guys. For one, I'm a dad of 4. I've got a spouse. I've got a work life and social life. And so my video gaming time is more limited. And so when I do choose to play, I like to do stuff towards collecting Pokemon. Like these types of hunts here, or playthroughs with you guys now that I'm streaming. That's always a good time for me. But the point that I was getting at with that was a very long-winded way to tell you guys that I pretty much only play Pokemon. The thing is like, I do have interest in other games, but instead of getting those games and playing them myself, I usually just like look up some gameplay on YouTube and see how it looks and what they do with it, or like listen to the chatter about the game, see what the storyline's like, and kind of pick up off of that. And then that way I'm in the know of like any memes or relative conversation, at least, you know. I may not play a lot myself, but at least I have interest in it, right? I do my research of knowing kind of what's going on with it. That's about it. That's the extent of it. The Odd Bro, welcome. Sorry I'm late to welcoming you to the chat, my friends. I hope you're having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. Good to see you here. Congrats again, Odd Bro, on a job well done in the first ever Fam Bam VG tourney. I've got to throw that out there once again. TC Mua, welcome back. Lurking in the background. We love the lurkers. We love them here. Mass Figures back, joined back in, ready to go, ready to dive deep into the briefcase simulation with us as we spin desperately down this hole of soft resets, looking for a little pink monkey. A little pink monkey with a flaming tail. Family Ortega, welcome. How we doing? You're already in chat. Did you mention what type of tacos you had tonight for Taco Tuesday, Family Ortega? Did ya? Did I just miss it? Oh, my clean little baby. You look so beautiful. You're wearing your little croissant jammies. A croissant. She did. Oh, yeah, that's good too. I get to see a clean baby and a show. She's pulling down mom's top. City Nick says, no shiny, you're good. That's right. We're still encountering. Family Ortega said, sadly, I didn't have tacos. Oh, darn. It's Tuesday. It's the day of tacos. That's okay. What did you have for dinner tonight, Family Ortega? What did you eat? Although we love tacos around here, I also love all types of food. I am no snob of food. I don't disregard anyone's tastes or preferences, because I myself love food. All different kinds. I mean, Ortega, you had tamales for dinner? Oh my goodness. I'm a little jelly. I'm a little peanut butter jelly over here. Having tacos for the 6th consecutive stream. So what does that make that? Tuesday tonight, Sunday, Tuesday, Tuesday before, Sunday, and Tuesday. So 4 Tuesdays and 2 Sundays of tacos. Yeah, we made fish tacos. Yeah, we had fish tacos on Sunday. You made fish tacos. I made pineapple pico for the fish tacos. What kind of tamales, Family Ortega? I love tamales. Did you eat the tamales with olives in them too? That is like, okay, I know that olives are like one of those things that people love or hate, and there's usually no in between. I'm a huge fan of the tamales with olives in them. Doesn't matter what kind you're giving me. If they've got the olives in them, like the little green olives that make them a little bit saltier, oh my goodness. Give me all of those tamales. Chicken tamales. Some good old chicken, good old fashioned chicken tamales. Goodness me, oh my. You might be able to tell I'm getting a little bit on the hungry side, fam bam. It's about 7:30 for me here. Generally, Gina and I eat dinner at about 5:36. We were a little bit late to the party today. Gina was packing for our trip. I was getting cleaned up and showered, getting stream kind of together, ready to go. Not quite live, but ready to go. The Odd Bro says, I didn't have tacos tonight, but I had the next best thing. Nachos. Yo, nachos never suck. Never suck. Nachos are pretty darn tasty. Nachos are a great substitution for tacos, as well as tamales, by the way. I love a good fully loaded plate of nachos. You can't go wrong with the nachos. Oh, guys, the body is a little sore. I'm getting stiff sitting here. I gotta like stretch out a little, move around. CrossFitting is no joke, y'all. It is my favorite way to work out, but also Only a week into it, it's a struggle. I'm gonna tell you what. A week back into it, I should say. It is no easy feat to get back in and go full bore. Last Figure says I barely ate too. Yo, I feel your pain there, buddy. Feel your pain. I might, when I take my potty break, I might actually sneak a taco in. Got to do push-ups on stream like right away. I probably could. I've talked about possibly doing like if I end up getting to a point where I can do like a subathon or something like that, maybe making different checkpoints with options like that, with squats or push-ups or anything of that sort. I can't remember who was mentioning it a couple streams ago. It might have been a handful of streams now, maybe 3 or 4 streams ago. Someone was talking about doing playing like a different game, and I had mentioned that maybe if I end up doing like some sort of challenge stream like that, that if we hit a certain goal, that we could do little things like that. I think it'd be fun to do like a cooking stream with you guys, because I tend to talk about food a lot on stream, or cooking food, or like how Gina and I make food. And I think that would be super fun to do some sort of like cooking stream with y'all. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, the chatting about food is not helping the hunger pains. Hopefully they subside here in a little bit. I'll probably have to sneak in a quick carne asada taco in the break. If I step away for a bathroom break and I take a little bit longer than I normally do, chat, it's not because I'm going number 2. It's probably because I'm stuffing a carne asada taco in my face. Mass Figure says, welcome to Cooking with KC. Actually, my sister has a pretty large Instagram following, where she has actually built up a cooking page. She does all kinds of like cooking recipes and dishes and whatnot. She's big into fitness too, and like and health, and like really big into what you cook with, the ingredients that are being cooked with, because there's a lot of things out there that are not so great. Ingredients wise. And when you really start boiling it down and like analyzing those things, once you know the things to look for, you realize it's in like everything, the different types of oils, dyes used in certain candies and frostings and things like that. It's pretty wild to think how crazy you can go down into a rabbit hole. Kristen says, I just got some Skittles. Yo, Skittles are so good. I'm more of are you guys more of Starburst fans or Skittles fans? Because I'm more of a Starburst fan. I feel like I've always been a Starburst fan, even as a kid. I did have my points like where I would go on Skittles sprees, you know, like where I would do Skittles back to back to back. But Starburst have kind of always been my go-to. I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine the Monday after opening weekend, and I got a bag of Starburst to take into the movie theater with me. Starburst and popcorn. So I had the sweet on one side, the salty and buttery popcorn. It was just a medley of amazing flavors. Family Ortega says Skittles. Mass Figure says Skittles all the way. Oh my goodness. I might be the minority here, fam bam. I might be crazy for loving Starburst. Oops. Sorry, Turtwig. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. If we're really deep diving, okay, when it comes to candy, you guys like Reese's peanut butter cups or Snickers bars? Because those two are compared to quite a bit as well. Reese's peanut butter cups or Snickers bars. I always struggle with this one because when it comes to chocolate, those two are my top two. By far and away, my top two. And if you stick a pack of Reese's peanut butter cups in front of me and a Snickers bar in front of me, if it is just a Snickers bar, I'm taking the peanut butter cups. But if you change that Snickers bar from a regular Snickers bar to an almond Snickers bar, oh my goodness, fam bam. You just put a wrench in the giddy up, a hitch in the giddy up that is not even fair. And I would have to say that in that case, I would go for the almond Snickers. Horsey Games, welcome, welcome. How we doing tonight? How are your tacos on this wonderful Tuesday, Horsey Games? Gulf City Nick says Reese's is pretty obvious. Kristen says Reese's as well. Family Ortega goes with the Snickers. We got a 50-50 brawl here. That's what I'm saying, guys. It is like, those are my top two, and I feel like it is such a good split. You got Mass Figure chiming in with the Snickers as well. Mass Figure says, I want to cook some popcorn now. BRB. Yo, for real. Popcorn never sucks, guys. Horsey Games says, Skittles gang, rise up. Skittles all the way. I feel like Skittles just totally dominated Starburst in that vote. I am definitely on the outs of that one. But the Snickers and Reese's debate, it's a pretty balanced one, guys. Pretty balanced one. Kristen says, Reese's never gets old. I can definitely eat too many Snickers. Okay. That's, oh gosh. Yeah, they're barking at something across the way. In the wash, something or other. The puppies are getting all excited. But yeah, what I was gonna say, Kristen, is that's a pretty safe way to place your vote. You know, if you really had to think about it, which food could you get sick of, right? And which food would you never, like, you could just eat all the time? With that being said, okay, if we're getting into these kinds of debates here, y'all, if you had to choose between Mexican food or Chinese food, what would you pick? What would you pick? Because I myself, I am a Mexican food guy all the way. Like, that's not even a question. Chinese food versus Mexican food. Chinese food's out the side. Mexican food all the way for me there. WG Games, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, my friend? How were your tacos on this wonderful Taco Tuesday? How did you find the channel also, WG Games? Were you browsing on YouTube? Did you find me through Twitter, another source, and come over? Or just browsing through the YouTube page? Was I suggested to you by chance? I'm always curious to know. Family Ortega says Mexican food with the Mexican flag support there, of course. Kristen says Mexican for sure. I don't like Chinese food. Yo, that's surprising. I feel like a lot of people like Chinese food. But I think even, okay, so I live in Arizona, and so in the Southwest, we definitely have a huge smattering of Mexican food options. From like very elevated, sophisticated Mexican style food to like your run-of-the-mill side street taco vendors that are amazing as well. WG Game says, good. How about you watching this with like 37 hours of no sleep? Yo, that is some extreme amount of time of no sleep. What? Why are you on 37 hours of no sleep? That is the question here. Are you doing some sort of challenge with friends? Did you just decide that it would be a fun time to stay up for a few days straight? WG Game says, just browsing through YouTube. Yo, that is cool. I'm glad you landed on my page. I hope you enjoy your time here as we shiny hunt for this chimchar to get started on our playthrough. A Professor Oak shiny challenge. Yo, those are pretty intense. I'm not personally doing that in this run here, but I know what you're talking about. Is that what you were browsing for? Professor Oak shiny challenges? Those are pretty cool. Gulf City Nick says, I live closer to a Chinese place, and the closest Mexican place is not great. Yo, that happens sometimes, especially if you live in like the Midwest. I know, or like if you get farther on the East Coast, Mexican food just isn't the same, guys. Like if you're in the Southwest, I wouldn't say it's authentic, because like when you cross the border and go into Mexico, that's authentic. But we get some pretty darn close stuff. Oh, this was your recommended. Nice. Good to know. I'm glad I was recommended to you. Kristen says, I'm in mountain time. Mountain time. Still pretty close to the West Coast, though. WG Game says, I've never tried tacos. Yo, you are missing out, WG Games. Tacos are some of the greatest food ever made, ever invented. Tacos are amazing. And the great thing about tacos, too, is you can have them so many different ways. And then when you can eat tacos every Tuesday as like a ritual thing, it even makes it more fun. It's like a celebration every Tuesday. Gulf City Nick says, the other place is just too expensive. 19 bucks for a carnitas meal is just ridiculous. Yo, hey, actually the cost of food in general has gotten to be pretty extreme. I'll tell you what, guys. I remember like just even 4 years ago, I remember being able to go to the grocery store and leave there with a significant amount of food, only spending $100 or around $100. And now I feel like doing that same thing is, you're talking more close to like $300-400 for like the same grocery list. I saw on Instagram, I saw someone post a reel on Instagram. This guy recorded like he went into his Walmart app, okay, and you can go through your history of purchases in the Walmart app, and he pulled up an old purchase that he did, like an online purchase excuse me, of a grocery list from 4 years ago. And I'm gonna let the dogs go back outside and stop barking. If I talk while they're barking, it opens the noise gate and then you guys can hear it. But if I stay quiet while they're barking, it usually doesn't. They don't bark loud enough to like trigger the noise gate, so it'll keep the barks from going crazy. So if I stop randomly talking, sometimes it might be because of that. Just to let you know. But yeah, so this guy on Instagram posted his Walmart order from 4 years ago. And then he replicated the carts, because in the Walmart app, you can like reorder that same order. He replicated the cart. Okay, so it showed his old order and the price at the bottom of the page, and it was like $100 or something. He replicated that exact same order, and it's nothing crazy. It's not like he had these, you know, crazy sophisticated or expensive things or none of that. He's just like run of the mill, like I think one of the items he had in his cart was like pizza pockets, guys. It's not anything crazy expensive. and it was like $100 ticket, and he reloaded the cart into the Walmart app and then scrolled to the bottom of the page so he could repurchase this cart, and it was like $400, 4 times as much as what he had spent 4 years prior. It is so wild that in that short amount of time we have had such inflation to the point that like grocery shopping is that extreme. It's so crazy. It's kind of unfortunate. Gulf City Nick says Massachusetts from the East Coast. Yeah, it's probably tough to get some good Mexican food out that way. Kristen says Montana. Oh, I said Mountain Time. You put MT for Montana. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Gulf City Nick says for the 4 of us, $150 a week. Easy. I'm pretty sure Gina and I we do our shopping. We'll get things throughout the week too, but we go once a week, and it's usually a couple $100 when we walk out of the grocery store. And usually we're not getting, like, we'll make multiple trips to the grocery store throughout the week to grab, you know, little odd end things here and there, or protein for the night, whatever. Cause we kind of like to shop fresh when it comes to that kind of stuff, instead of like throwing it in the freezer and then thawing it out. Just going to the grocery store on the way home is convenient for us, because it's usually on the way home. We pass right by it anyways. But yeah, pretty crazy. Gulf City Nix is 400 something bucks now. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna head out. I'll be back soon. Just need to do some stuff. WG Games says, no worries. Thank you for stopping in, WG Games. I hope you enjoyed your time here. On your way out, if you could, just drop a like on the stream for me. It does help out immensely. Pushes us out into the YouTube space, welcoming others the same way that you were suggested the page. And guys, if you haven't already, please consider dropping a like on the stream. It's free for y'all. It's good for me. It can also help out with the shiny odds, if you didn't know. It's scientifically proven that if you like the stream and you throw sparkles in chat and you start quoting dad jokes, the shiny odds increase, y'all. They increase. WG Games says, I already liked and subscribed anyways. See ya. Good luck with the chimchar. Thank you so much, WG Games. I appreciate you stopping by. Can't wait to see you again in chat sometime soon. And you have a wonderful evening as well. Thank you for the good luck on the chimchar. So on Sunday night, speaking of finding this chimchar, on Sunday night, after stream was over, Gina heard that I was shiny hunting the chimchar again, and she was like, babe, how many encounters are you into that hunt? And I was like, well, I finished stream at 1,230. And she was like, you have reset your game that many times? I said, yeah. And she's like, okay, so when you get to what's the odds again? I told her it's 1 in 4,096. And she goes, okay, so when you get to 4,096, are you just going to shut it off if you haven't gotten it then? I said, no. If I get to that many encounters, there's no way I'm just ending it. We're going for broke, baby. We are going the distance. We're buckling in. We're nerd necking until we get the shiny. She thought I was crazy. If you couldn't imagine. A girlfriend that's not into video games or Pokemon. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that they would think you're crazy, right? Is what it is. Family Ortega, thank you for the sparkles in the chat, my friend. Thank you for the sparkles. We are making pretty good progress though, guys. We're at 1,256 encounters. That means we've done 26 encounters so far, about an hour into stream. I probably yapped for about the first 15 minutes of it. Didn't even start our first encounter until that many in. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at this, at the like processing the game while talking to you all, while keeping an eye on stream, making sure that the stream is healthy and good. You guys aren't getting any like cuts or clips or anything of that sort. Although I haven't had any issues, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with internet lately. I feel like the first few months of streaming, I had quite a few times where like our internet was getting pretty laggy, and so the bitrate would drop. I'd have a ton of dropped frames, but fortunately the past, I don't know, handful of months hasn't been so bad. Hasn't been too shabby. We've had some pretty consistent internet speeds, of good speeds, that is. Staying consistently gorgeous. I don't know if you heard that one. Harley really likes to bark at our neighbors across the wash, which I don't blame her, because they are kind of sketch. Like they've got a couple old rickety vehicles out in their backyard. Not that smoking indicates like a sketchy person, but they're always in their backyard, like turning on this floodlight that's super bright to go out and have a smoke. They just got some sketch things going on. Or they could just be young people. Who knows? Either way, Harley's not a fan of it. She's always running out the doggy door, barking at him. And I think that's why, like, if you guys were around a couple streams ago when I was talking about Harley messing up her paw, or she was like gimping on her paw, I think that's how she messed it up, because she goes bolting through our doggy door, y'all. And she's about the same size as the doggy door. Let's be real. Like, she can fit through, but she goes flying through, like no holds bar. And every time she runs through the doggy door, you hear a loud thud, and I'm always like fearful that she's gonna like trip on her way out or something, or hurt herself. And I think she might have like tagged her paw and messed up her paw the other night. Come on, shiny chimchar, won't you shine for me? God, you guys must love it when I start auditioning for American Idol. Won't you shine, chimchar? Okay. It is 7:53. I'm going to get to 1,260 encounters, and then I'm going to take a potty break. So we'll be 30 encounters in. I'm going to take a bathroom break because your boy's got to go potty, and I'm going to try and sneak in a taco while the BRB screen is up. So don't judge me if I take a little bit longer. Yes, I hear. Don't judge me if I take a little bit longer than I normally do on the potty breaks. I will be back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll be back lickety split, but I may make a little pit stop and scarf down a taco. Yeah, Kristen says taco break. Taco about a break. But that's the dad joke of the evening. She wants me to come save her. You keep tickling her until she's gonna pee her diaper. Gina's in the living room, like just over yonder. So I've talked to you guys about this before, but we have like this. There's a window that sits behind. You guys are here in this camera. Then I've got like my monitors on either side of you here, and then just on the other side of the monitors is our kitchen. And the kitchen is like just a big open kitchen with an island in the middle, and it overlooks our living room. And so Gina's with baby Isla in the living room, like just over yonder. You guys probably can't hear because I've got a noise gate on my mic, all of that good stuff. But she's out there just tickling baby Isla, and baby Isla is giggling up a storm, and it is the cutest thing ever. And that's what I was just saying. She was calling out to me asking if I can hear her laughing. And I said, yes, I can. Kristen says it's not your business. For real. It's not your business if I'm going to go sneak in a taco during the potty break. Sometimes you just got to do it, guys. Sustainability. You know? All right. One last encounter, and then I'm going to take a potty break. I might even go up to the encounter and get it to where it's about to get thrown out and then go to the BRB screen. What if I did that? You guys would probably hate me, huh? Just the biggest of cliffhangers. All right, Chimchar. Are you going to be our Mikey number 1260? Are you the one? Are you the one? Come on now. Over we go. Let's see. Let's see it. Come on, Chimchar. Please be shiny. Crossing my fingers. No shiny Starly. That's a good sign. No shiny Chimchar. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to load this up. We're going to get into another encounter. I'm going to take a quick little potty break. You guys just hang out for me. I will be right back, and we'll get into some more encounters. Okay? How does that sound? I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. It's Taco Tuesday. I freaking love Taco Tuesdays. I love Taco Tuesdays because of the tacos. And I also love Taco Tuesdays because I get to spend them with y'all, shiny hunting Pokemon. But I'll be right back, lickety split. I'll see you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And you can't rickroll me. Come on, guys. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We're no strangers to love. I love the idea though, Family Ortega. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That carne asada taco did not suck one bit. I think I inhaled it in about 2 bites. I squeezed some lime on it real quick and then poured a little bit of this, gosh dang it, I don't even know what chili they use, but it's hot. It's like this spicy salsa that they have, and it's amazing. Oh my goodness. Melissa, welcome to the chat. How are we doing tonight? How were your tacos on this wonderful Taco Tuesday? I just had my first one, finally. I'm gonna eat after stream, but yo. So there's this little like Mexican street food joint in town, and they make amazing street tacos with just like traditional cilantro, onion, whatever protein you pick. They serve it with like a few cucumbers and some lime. Oh my goodness, guys. It is so amazing. So freaking amazing. And then a lot of times I'll get like loaded up fries from there. So they'll make like fries and they just put like guac, sour cream. What else do they put on there? Cilantro, onions, and then whatever protein you pick. So al pastor, carnitas, carne asada, chicken, whatever you want. Trelana, welcome. Taco Tuesday, baby. It's the best day of the week. Not only is it great because you can eat you can eat tacos any day of the week if you really want, but you get to celebrate tacos on Tuesday. And then also, you get to jump and stream. I get to hang out and stream with y'all. Come on. Is there really anything better than that? Like, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. The wave emote. You love to see it. The O slash. Did I do what, babe? Yeah. And then the one this afternoon. She didn't really drink it. She only had like 1 ounce of the milk, unless you gave it to her. Remember whenever I made her one, she was laying on the couch with you? Yeah. Those were the only ones. Made some steaky steak. Yo, steak tacos or just some straight up steak on the grill? Either way, you can't go wrong. Whether it's steak tacos or just a nice juicy steak. I know you will. Gina sent me a reel of so she's been sending me like places to eat in Vegas, and there was one of the restaurants that she sent me was like, they'll serve you it's like a Korean barbecue restaurant or something, I think. But what's that, babe? Was it Hawaiian? No, the place that you sent me that had they serve you the Wagyu beef raw at the table with a hot stone, and they allow you to sear it at the table yourself. Like, that was pretty awesome. And in the reel, it was like the person was like smearing butter on the hot stone and then throwing the Wagyu steak on the hot stone and searing it up. And then they would just like sprinkle a little bit of the crystal salt on top. Oh my gosh. It looked so phenomenal. I'm Porky Piggin over here. It looked so phenomenal, fam bam. It was so delicious looking. Just straight up steak on the grill, medium rare with some green beans. It was fire AF. Yo, that sounds awesome. Doesn't sound as good as having tacos on Tuesday, but I do have to say that a good steak with some sauteed green beans or grilled green beans does sound good. That's never a bad thing. Gina and I always like to do like vegetables sauteed in a pan with like, we always do a yellow onion mixed with other vegetables. It's like the go-to each time. And then sometimes we'll throw in, like, depending on what we're making, if we're doing some sort of like Asian inspired dish, we'll do shiitake mushrooms. If we're doing like a more hearty dish, sometimes it's like portobello, or like if we're doing pasta, portobello for sure. But yellow onion and some type of mushroom with any sort of vegetable is amazing. Bell peppers, green beans, asparagus, it doesn't matter. You just mix whatever your favorite vegetable is with yellow onion and some type of mushroom. Saute that in a pan with some fresh garlic. Either chop it up real fine, throw it in a mincer, whatever you got to do. Get some fresh garlic in your pan. At the end though, you don't want the garlic to go first, because that will burn your garlic. You don't want the burnt garlic taste. You just want that nice aromatic garlic taste. So friggin' good. Can you tell I'm still hungry, Fam Bam? That one taco was more like an appetizer, if you will. I'm hoping that it'll hold me over until stream's over though. So I think we'll make it. We'll be able to make it through. I didn't ask Trelana, what kind of tacos did you have tonight, my friend? Better not be having pizza tacos again. Oh. Naked tacos. Everyone loves a good naked taco. It was nice to take my little potty break too, because I got to get up and like walk around, and I stretched out the body a little bit. All the innards stripped out, made into a dip with cheese and taco sauce, then scooped with Tostitos. Yo, that's actually really good. So you had like a deconstructed taco, if you will. That sounds amazing. And the Tostitos scoops. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That sounds phenomenal. It reminds me of like a good 5 or 7 layer dip. Have you ever had, like, when you go to a party, or like a lot of times you'll see them at Super Bowl parties with tortilla chips, and like someone makes a 7 layer dip, or you can just go to the grocery store now and they just have them pre-made for you. But yo, those are so good, and they're like layered perfectly with all the different layers, like cheese, beans, guac, sour cream. I don't know, all the good stuff. Super basic, yo. You love, hey, sometimes the most basic recipes are the best ones. The most simple of things can turn out to be the most amazing of things. We made some salmon last night, actually. Kind of like Mediterranean style. And I should say Gina made all of it. But we did like a little, I don't know what you would call it, like a Mediterranean medley or salad, like with feta cheese, cherry tomatoes, red onion, and cucumber. And then we had some Kalamata olives too. A little bit of olive oil in there with some seasoning. And then we baked off this salmon that was super, super good, by the way. Rubbed a little tzatziki dip on the salmon itself. Topped it with the medley and put it over like a little bed of rice. Yo, it might have been my favorite dish that we've made yet. It was so good. It's like so refreshing. so like elegant and great, but like very, very simple. Super simple. It wasn't anything crazy at all. Easy to make too. I think she baked it off and we had it, well, not, I should quit saying we. Gina had it made in like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe. Mass Figure, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Did you get your popcorn, Mass Figure? Oh, the bot is working. Okay, good. I tried to do the command earlier and it didn't spout anything off. It didn't spout anything off. Thanks for dropping all the social links in chat there, Mass Figure. I appreciate you. Guys, if you do want to follow me on other socials, click the links there. Click the links there. I'm somewhat active on Twitter. I've been posting more regularly on Instagram though. I've been posting more regularly on Instagram. Mainly on like my stories, just because I've decided to get back into CrossFit, that is. So the past, I don't know, week or so, I've been like kind of taking a quick little pic there. I've been posting it on my personal page, but today I posted on the Pokemon page as well. So if you don't already, follow me on the socials. It's a good place to see what I'm up to outside of stream if you care. If you don't, no big deal. It doesn't matter. But we could be friends on socials if you really want to. All right, come on, Chimchar. Please be the pink monkey we're looking for. Number 1267. We got no shiny Starly. That's good. No shiny monkey either. But I say 67. That was 1266 is what I meant. My brain's not functioning fully. Is not functioning fully there, Fam Bam. Yo, I think we peaked at like 11 viewers tonight at one point. It is getting later though, so we've had some viewers fall off. That's okay. It happens. It happens. But beginning of stream was kind of popping. I couldn't even keep up with chat. You guys were crazy. Sometimes I feel like I feel bad when I can't like highlight every chat, you know? But at the same time, it's okay. If you guys ever like have a question that you post in chat and I miss it, don't be afraid to repost it. Don't be afraid to repost it, especially like when chat's moving like it was at the beginning of stream. Sometimes I can't get to like every single comment. Usually if you do post it again though, I can go back and check that out. Kristen says, sorry, I'm watching, but doing some cleaning. Yo, no big deal. No big deal. Just lurking in the background. I think we got TC Mua hanging out, lurking in the background as well. They posted the little lurk emoji, little cat in the box, like looking through. I love it. I love the emoji. I'm hoping that maybe, I don't remember what stage it's at. If it's the first tier on YouTube that you can actually start posting some emotes, but I'm super excited to get the emotes unlocked on YouTube. That will be super fun because we got the new emotes in Discord that I'm gonna just end up replicating and using on YouTube, to be honest. And then I've got more in the works. So get ready, fam. There are more in the works. Lano, you'll be super excited about one of them, because you're always using the O/ and the O7 emotes. I got one on the way that will be super fun to use in Discord. You guys have used them in our Discord channel. What do you guys think of them so far? What do you guys think about the new emotes in Discord? Kristen says, do you need to get monetized? Yes. So I think it's so there's one tier at 500 subs, and then at 1,000 subs is when you're fully monetized with YouTube, or you can apply to get monetization. And I don't remember which one it is that opens up the emote option, but like right now it's just generic emotes on the channel. Once I hit one of those tiers, then you can start having custom emotes. I think it's 1,000 subs, because you get custom emotes as well as badges for the subscribers. So like if you consistently sub, you have a badge for each thing. It's like the first month badge, 2 month consecutive badge, 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, and 5 year, I believe it is. And I think that's when the emotes open up. That's dumb, Mass Figure says. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It's nothing too hurtful. I think if you stream on Twitch, I think you're allotted like 5 out the gates. I don't really want to stream on Twitch. I feel like YouTube is so much more convenient, and like it's a great hub for all types of content, you know? And I feel like it's more discoverable too. Like even in the streams, just getting random viewers popping in and saying hello and stopping by. I feel like it happens way more frequently than on Twitch. On Twitch, discoverability is a lot tougher. Kristen says, what do you need to get monetized? Okay, so it's like there's different tiers. So the first tier of monetization, I think, unlocks like super chats and things like that. And it's 500 subscribers and I think 3,000 watch hours or 1 million views on shorts, I think it is. And then the next tier is 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and 2 million views on shorts. So the watch hours and the views are like interchangeable with each other. It's one or the other. And then when you hit that mark, you apply with YouTube for it's like an AdSense revenue approval or something like that, which allows you to be monetized, and then you get like different perks, like your channel can get emotes and badges and all those good things. All of those good things. Kristen says, I've never used Twitch. Yeah. It was pretty much the place to live stream for quite some time. I feel like with YouTube jumping into the live streaming space though, it just makes sense to live stream on YouTube, especially if you're already doing other content, which I plan to do. So yeah. there's that as well. Did just drop a short on Sunday, I think it was. Posted it on my Instagram as well. It's a pretty funny one. I did the trend. There was a trend, like, I don't know, it's been like a couple years now, I think. With the all-time low song Dear Maria. and I did like a spin on it with a video transition using my son playing a GBA into me playing a Switch. I wanted to comment on that short. It was so funny. Yes, I loved it. He's been ever since I posted the shorts with Gina, he's been asking me to do a video with him. I've been hesitant because I don't want to like expose them to the internet, you know. But I figured something like that, short and sweet. It's nothing too crazy. It's not bad. No shiny monkey. What the heck, y'all? I guess we're not even at 1,300 encounters yet. I'm trying to remember. I think it was it TC Mua last stream or the stream before? Someone had mentioned that they think it's going to be at 1,300 and so many encounters. We are getting darn near that. Darn near that point. Still got a pack for our trip, y'all. Gina was telling me today, she brought it up like 3 or 4 different times. We still need a pack, babe. We still need a pack. And I know that's her like way of telling me like, get your shit packed. So I quit stressing about it. And I keep telling her like, it's going to take me about 10-15 minutes to pack my stuff, which I think it's going to actually take longer than that. It'll probably take like a good 30 to 40 minutes. I'm gonna pack in the morning though. Kristen says, are you a procrastinator? I can be at times, yes. Or sometimes I'll just like, I'm good at underestimating things. Like I oversimplify things, I guess. Or like where a task that would normally take like an hour, I am such a I'm the type that will look at a task that's simple and think, oh, that's only going to take me like 20-30 minutes. And it's an hour-long task. So, yes, I kind of am a procrastinator because I underestimate the timing of things too frequently. Too frequently. I do think it's actually going to be fairly quick because, like, even even for Father's Day, when Gina took me to Sedona, I kind of did the same thing. I packed like the morning that we left. Now, granted, that was a weekend getaway, but I was literally packed in like, I think 10 minutes. I think I was packed in 10 minutes. I got ready in the morning, packed all of my toiletries as I was getting ready because I was like using the toiletries I was using to get ready. And then as soon as I was done getting ready for the morning and had my toiletries packed, I packed my bag with all the necessary outfits I would need for hiking, for dinner, all of that. It was like I don't know, 4, maybe 5 different outfits. Some comfy clothes for night, a nice set of clothes for dinner the one night, because we went to a nicer restaurant that had a dress code to it. My gear for hiking, and then like a couple extra day fits for the drive, and then just like the daytime when we weren't hiking. And I threw that together so fast, and she was she was stressing out a little bit before that trip too, because I waited till the morning of to pack, and she was like, "You're not packed yet? Are you gonna pack tonight?" "No, I'll just do it in the morning, babe." And she's like, "All right, well, we're leaving tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll have plenty of time." And then when I packed in like 10 minutes, she was like, "Oh my gosh, why do you do that?" She's like, how do you do it so quick? Because anytime she packs for a trip, she's always like overly prepared, which I think kind of helps me like under prepare for things too, because I know that she's gonna have things covered that I don't. So there's that. Yin and yang, you know? That's why we're good together. We just work. Guys, we're creeping up on 1275 pretty quick. I would love for this Chimchar to shine on like a significant number like that, you know? Either some sort of like mixed number. Like it would have been cool if it landed on 1212 last stream, but it didn't. But like 1275 would be cool. 1080 would have been sweet, but it didn't happen. Let's see. Let's see how our luck goes. I feel like my shiny luck in Scarlet and Violet, like I know Scarlet and Violet is super easy to hunt in, but I feel like my shiny luck in those games is up there, is pretty good. And I feel like because of that, it's going to make other hunts in other games take longer. Because overall, with statistics, it's going to level itself out at some point, you know? So if we're just going off of base odds of 1 in 4,096, I'm bound to run into an extremely long hunt at some point. I'm hoping that this Chimchar hunt is not that point. Hi, baby. Did you take a shower? You feel better now? Like a new woman? Yeah. It's good, huh? You smell good. Yeah. Did you put lotion on? Oh, that's what it is. Mass Figure, good night. Have a great evening. I hope you had a good time hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you on the next stream, buddy. Good luck at the wedding. I hope your best man speech is amazing. And I hope your vacation with the GF goes well. I hope that you have amazing memories for the trip. No. Blue Ink's back. Welcome back, Blue. Just in time for Mask to leave. We got one mod leaving, one mod returning. It's almost like we planned that, guys. If you're going to work out at 6? No. All right. Blue, I did sneak in a taco during my bathroom break. So you'll be happy to know I got a little bit of food in me now. We're not going to have any hangriness on stream. That will not be acceptable. No shiny chimchar there. On to the next one. On to the next one we go. There must always be a mod. Sometimes. 6 streams. Yes, sir. I'm going to make it 7 for sure, because I know when we get back from England. Gina says she's going on a diet when we get back from England. I'm not. I'm not going to let her drag me into that. So after tonight, my next stream will not be until the 27th. So it'll be a ways out. But when it does happen, that will be another Tuesday stream, another Taco Tuesday, or after coming back from England, I might have to call it a Tuesday stream. It's Tuesday, innit? But we will definitely be back on a Taco Tuesday stream. So what better way to come back to the streaming schedule than to have tacos again? We'll make it a 7th consecutive stream of tacos. It'll be so much fun. I gotta make sure that I plug in my portable charger with me. Plug in my portable charger tonight so it can charge overnight. That way I can take it with me tomorrow. I'm gonna bring the iPad with, so I'm gonna have the tablet with me. Maybe try and throw some footage on the external hard drive. Work on some stuff while I'm away. That'd be kind of cool. If I can edit something in DaVinci on the iPad, I'm gonna install CapCut as well. But if I can make something work while I'm out and about, yo, we might just do something. Oi, bruv, it's Tuesday, innit? You love it. I can't wait, because also in so like when we're in Manchester, they have their dialect in Manchester. They have like some of the mumbliest spoken English, and it's kind of it's like comical, but at the same time, it's gonna be so weird. Aren't the outlets different over there? They are. Gina got us some UK plugs so that we can plug our stuff into the outlets there fine. And they're like voltage converter plugs too, so that because the voltage is different there. So like the voltage that we're used to in the States, like when you plug anything into the walls, mainly women have more trouble with things, but like plugging in like curling irons, hair dryers, things like that, you need the specific type of plug that's gonna like convert the voltage and allow the power transfer to operate correctly without like overloading a circuit. Kristen says, I love accents. Yo, there's certain ones I like. I love when Italians learn English and they speak English. It's cute. I'm a big fan of like Australian and South African accents. I think the way that Australians and South Africans speak English is similar for Americans to hear. There's differences though in the way that they speak, but they both have like that same I don't know, inflection in their voices when they're speaking English. It's cool. I love it. I love it. I think the Manchester accent would be like closely related to like Cajuns in the United States. If you've ever heard a Cajun speak English, it's like someone stuffed their mouth full of marbles and learned how to speak French improperly and try to speak English. No offense to Cajuns. I think they're cool people. But the accent is what it is. Isn't it so funny to think that there's so many different accents and dialects of the English language? And when it comes to like common music industry, I feel like most artists lean towards like the West Coast of US spoken English for their music. Even in like television and movies sometimes, you know, like the like common spoken English is at least for media released in the United States. It's like the West Coast spoken English. No shiny chimchar. No shiny chimchar. Kristen says Brits and Australian. Yes. I love like proper British accents. A sophisticated London accent is super nice. But when you get to like the Cockney accent or like dialect, I think it is, yo, then we're talking, that's some rough stuff to understand. It's almost like they're speaking a completely different language. Gina's mom always will always say "oi," like when she's trying to get our attention. She says "oi," or like when Isla's doing something and she's like getting into the cupboards or something that she's not supposed to get into. Gina's mom always tells her "oi." It's cute. It always works too. Anytime Isla hears her nunny like call for her, she always turns. It's great. Ooh. Kristen says, does your wife have an accent? No, she does not. She was born and raised in the States. So no, she does not. She's got English citizenship though. Her mom does have a little bit of an accent. Her mom's been in the States for a long time though. So it's not as strong. But when she gets around her siblings, or like I've noticed, like if her mom is video chatting with her siblings or her family back in England, after a video call, her accent will be a little thicker. So there are things like that. I'm excited to see her interacting with all of her siblings while we're there and their family, like, and even Gina. It's gonna be fun. Because so when Gina and I first started talking, one of her cousins that lives in London came out to visit. I think with his mom. I can't remember exactly. I think with his mom. And he's got a very like thick Cockney accent. And so I remember she was out with her family and and I can't remember exactly what I had going on, but she called me for a sober ride home. And so I went out to meet up with her to go pick her up. And I met her cousins, and the one cousin, he was talking to me, and I had to have him repeat sentences quite a few times to make sure that that I was getting exactly what he was saying. So I'm a little nervous for that, but I think I'll be okay. I think I'll adapt once we're there. Kristen says, my sister here will catch on to my other sister's Texan accent. Yo, that tends to happen. I've noticed that too. Like, I'm trying to think. I've had friends and other family members, or like, especially in college, I had quite a few fraternity brothers from like the Midwest, you know, from like Texas, Oklahoma and stuff. And they have like a little bit more draw or twang to their speech. And when they would get around like their family members or whatever, it would come out a lot more. It's funny how as humans, we tend to do that. Like, and especially if you grow up in that environment. So if you grew up speaking that way and then you move to a whole new location and like the dialect or accent's a little different, you tend to kind of like morph a little bit to what you're around. But then if you have family that come by or friends or whatever that visit from your original space, it's like it's almost like it's just instant, right? It comes back. Like people from Tennessee, people from Tennessee have a thick accent. That is a place in the US. Besides like Cajuns, that's a pretty prominent accent, I think, in the US when you're from Tennessee. My grandma is from Wisconsin. And so when she gets around her siblings or talks to them, and she gets like that Wisconsin talk to her. Oh, don't you know? We're from Wisconsin, yeah, eh? They kind of have like that Canadian A in their speech too sometimes. Wisconsin, over by Minnesota. It says farmer accent, like from Tennessee. They sound like farmers. Maybe. That's funny. I kind of like people from Tennessee's accent. No shiny. I'm trying to remember too. Okay, so when I did Safari Week, we found that whooper on the first night of Safari Week, and I think it was like 400 encounters in, maybe. So you're telling me there's a chance? No, I mean, Farmer, I think, is from Tennessee. Oh, is he? Okay. That makes sense. Farmer John. He was around a couple streams ago. He comes in every now and then. He stops by stream to hang out and say hello. He's in every once in a while. It would be super cool if this Chimchar showed up the stream before I leave. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. I'm thinking I'll probably get to around 1310, 1320 tonight on encounters, by the way. What time is it right now? Let's see. It's 8:46. So generally I stream until about 9:30, 10 o'clock my time. So that would put me at another about 45 minutes to an hour of streaming, which means we'll probably get about 30 more encounters in. So that would put me at 1310. Not shiny. If I can get all the way to 1320, I will though. Even if I push until like closer to 10 o'clock, we're okay. We can do it. I would like to get the shiny before I take off on my trip, because that would be a great way to come back and start the first portion of stream. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. I think it happens with shows too, because if I watch too much South Park, Cartman will come out. For real. For real, for real. I know Farmer is in Tennessee. I don't know if he's from Tennessee, Blue says. Yo. He might have a little bit of that Tennessee draw, though, from being there. I'm trying to think if there's any sort of characters from shows or cartoons or anything that I know that there's some that, as like when I was younger, we would quote quite a bit. I'm trying to think of what. You know what's funny? Oh, okay. You know, I've got one. In high school, my group of friends and I, we loved Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know why. That movie is like, has so many good one-liners in it. And we used to use the one-liners like in multiple parts of our speech throughout the day. And so we would just be like at lunchtime eating with our friends and be like, Tina, eat the food. Or like, there was a couple times okay, so one of my buddies in my group of friends, in my like nerd group of friends. Okay, so when I was in high school, I had like my nerd group of friends, and then I had my regular group of friends, and sometimes they would commingle. Like there was a few of us that would commingle, but for the most part, I had like my main group of friends that I would always hang out with, and then there was like my nerd group of friends that I would play video games with and do all kinds of crazy things. Like we did D&D and played Magic the Gathering, all of that. And my buddy Brian, that would always be our DM when we were playing D&D, he learned that dance like shortly after that movie came out, and I remember him doing it for like a talent show or something, but he had it down within like weeks of that movie coming out. And I remember being at like drama practice, because he was always in the drama program, and we would have like extracurriculars where we would do like stage plays after school. And so once I think it was like once a season, we would have some sort of play. So once a quarter. And it would be hosted at the end of the quarter in the theater at the school. And so we'd have drama practice after school. I remember him doing the dance at drama practice, and I was dying, because especially Brian, like this guy was not the most outgoing person at all whatsoever. And honestly, like we would drop Napoleon Dynamite lines and he would never chime in on them. So like we knew he had seen the movie with us all, but like he was never the one to like be in the mix of the conversations or anything, or dropping Napoleon Dynamite lines. And And just randomly one day at drama practice after school, he told us that he was going to perform the dance. We're like, no way, shut up, Brian. And we're like, do you actually know it? Yeah, of course I know it. Like, okay. So we found the song that Napoleon dances to and put it on. And I kid you not, this guy did step for step within like a couple weeks of the movie dropping. He had it down. It was so amazing. That's one of the really good memories I have of high school. All of our drama practice shenanigans. We would give our teachers so much crap too. We were such jerks. I can't believe I was such a jerk as a kid. We weren't like complete dicks, but like, oh man, our teacher, Professor or Mr. Dever, he was such an awesome person, such a good soul. And he put up with so much crap from us. I swear. Family Ortega says, I competed in a talent show once. I sang beautiful things, but sadly lost. Yo, that's awesome. Blue Ink says, have you seen The Goonies? Of course I've seen The Goonies. The Goonies is such a good movie. The Goonies was a little bit before my time, but such a good movie. Yes. It was popular when I was a kid too. But yeah, my drama teacher, so we had drama as an elective that you could pick, as well as drama production. And so he would have, I think, like 3 or 4 classes of drama and a couple classes of drama production. And the drama production classes actually were the students that would put together the sets for our plays. And sometimes they would even work like behind the scenes on our after school plays, and they would be like in the sound room, the light room, the backstage crew that would move props in and out of scenes and things like that. And but yeah, he was just such a good person as a teacher and mentor and everything of that sort. We used to mess with him so much. We would come into drama practice and like for the plays, and we always had practice in our auditorium, in our theater, and we would actually practice on the stage. And so this building was huge. I mean, it was pretty big. It was an auditorium that would hold like, I think close to 500 people, probably more than that, probably close to like 1,500 people. So we had a pretty decent sized auditorium, and we would get out of class, go grab a bite to eat, come back and have to start drama practice. Well, we would always come into drama practice and just mess with Dever. And there's one time that we all came to practice and hid in different points in the auditorium and made him come and find us before we would start practice. And oh my God, I remember I was sitting up in the rafters in the rafters that's like over the stage, where all the lights get hung. And so they like, you could move the lights in different locations for different projects that we would do. And so I was hiding up in the rafters, and one of the older, I think this was like my sophomore or junior year, and one of the seniors was like, all right, we're all hiding, everyone hide and just don't come out until Dever finds you. And so he comes into the auditorium and is like trying to round us up. He's calling our names like, come on, it's time for practice, yada, yada. And then our senior, the one senior who was hidden in the main auditorium room, just shouts out like, you got to come find us. And so he spent probably like, I think we had like 2-hour practices. I think we had 2-hour rehearsals for the after school plays, and he probably spent a good hour searching for all of us. There was probably 10 of us in this play, and he went back to the dressing rooms. Like, we made him go to every nook and cranny of this stupid auditorium. My buddy and I were up in the rafters and climbed over to, there was like a hatch that would take you up onto the roof from the rafters for like safety reasons. and it was supposed to be locked all the time, the door or the like latch up there. And I don't remember who it was, but someone found a key and hid it. And so we had the key, like we always had access to it and could go on the roof of the auditorium. And so we were close to that. We didn't go on the roof, but I remember him finding us in the rafters and like kicking us in the butt, like, get down to practice. What are you knuckleheads doing? Making him chase us all around. Kristen says, we watched Napoleon Dynamite and The Sandlot a million times in choir when my teacher didn't want to do anything. Yo, The Sandlot is another classic. It will always be a classic. Forever. Forever. Blue Ink says, I haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite yet. It's a good one. It's definitely a fun one to watch. You got to be in the right mind space, I think, to watch it. Blue says, I'll watch it after work tomorrow. I think you'll like it. If you like stupid comedy, you'll like it. There's a lot of good one-liners in it that are just like, the plot to the movie is so chaotic and not, the movie's constantly off the rails. So like, you're not watching it for any great story, but it is super funny. It's funny in just like in bits and points in time. Blue says, I like Forrest Gump. Yo, Forrest Gump's one of my faves. One of my faves of all time. That is such a good movie. That movie will never get old. That movie is so good. If I had a top 5 movies, how would I rank them? What would you guys say are in your top 5 movies? I think mine, like, first and foremost is A Knight's Tale. A Knight's Tale is my favorite movie of all time. Heath Ledger, it was like one of his first decently sized movies. He did so well. Paul Bettany's in it, the guy that plays Vision in Marvel, or does the voice for Vision, or like gosh dang it, what did RDJ call him, or Tony Stark called him? What was his name? What was his AI assistant in the first couple movies? I can't think of it. Anyways, Paul Bettany's in it. Actually, the guy that plays Robert Baratheon in Guardians of the Galaxy in Game of Thrones, Kristen is in that movie. He's in A Knight's Tale. But yeah, I would say A Knight's Tale is number 1. Family Ortega says Jarvis. That's the name. That is the name I couldn't think of. Jarvis. Paul Bettany plays Jarvis's voice and also plays Vision later when Jarvis becomes like an actual being. But yeah, so I would say A Knight's Tale is up there. And then another movie that I really, really love is it's a rom-com, so don't judge me here, guys. But it's called Definitely Maybe with Ryan Reynolds in it. If you have not seen that movie, it's got Ryan Reynolds and Isla Fisher in it, or Isla Fisher. And it's such a good movie. So good. It's about Ryan Reynolds. He's like finalizing a divorce with his wife and his daughter, who's like 9 or something like that in the movie. He's like retelling the story of like how he fell in love with her mom and onwards, because she's like asking him to save the marriage or something like that. It's such a good movie though. If you haven't seen it, it's super good. And even if you don't like rom-coms, I highly recommend it as a watch, especially if you become a parent. It even hits home more because he has such a good relationship with his daughter in that movie, and it's Ryan Reynolds. It's like typical smart alecky Ryan Reynolds stuff. It's good. But yeah, Knight's Tale, definitely maybe. Forrest Gump's up there. The Dark Knight is up there for me. Another Heath Ledger movie. And goodness, what else would be in my top up there? I'm trying to round it out for number 5 without making a mistake here, guys. Oh, Top Gun, of course. Gotta have Top Gun in there. Top Gun is another amazing movie. Blue Ink says top 3 movies unbiased. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3. Kristen says, I think we went over mine before. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail, Princess Bride, and all Studio Ghibli. Yo, actually, I remember talking about Studio Ghibli in stream with you. I haven't watched any of those yet, but I did look them up after stream. Not after stream, but like a week later from that stream. But I need to go back and watch some of those. Lord of the Rings. Oh, such a good series. Love it. Love these choices, guys. The Road to El Dorado, Blue, bringing it back with the animation. Love it. Love the call out. One of the best memes is from that movie, the both meme. Both? Yep, both. We're just over here trucking right along, having a good movie discussion. Speaking of Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Rings type stuff, Kristen, did you realize that the next season of House of Dragon, we're not going to get that for like a couple years. I don't think it comes out until 2026 is what they're projecting, which is kind of sad. Kind of sad. I don't know if I told you my older dog I still have his name Gimli. Oh yes, Gimli. Okay, when I originally watched Lord of the Rings, Gimli and Legolas were my 2 favorites from that movie. I loved their interactions with each other. And at the time, Orlando Bloom, I think one or the other came out like in quick succession, the first Pirates movie and the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship. And I remember really liking Orlando Bloom in one or the other, and then liking him a lot in the opposite movie as well, whichever one came out first. But also Legolas is just he has so many cool scenes in those movies. Like what he does in those movies during the fight scenes are so epic. I love it. Both is good. Yes, that's right. I thought he was going to be a lot smaller, to be frank. Yeah, they did make him pretty burly, huh? Even as a dwarf. Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is a good one. I like those movies too a lot. We Gina and I sat down and watched. I don't know if we watched all of them. We got through At World's End maybe together. I think we had 1 or 2 more still to watch to finish off the entire series. That is such a good series. Oh, you mean your dog is a lot bigger than I thought. You thought he was going to be a lot smaller. Yeah. He ended up being a bigger dog than you thought. He's 110 pounds. That's a pretty beefy sized dog. That is a pretty beefy sized dog. I think Harley, she's a golden doodle. She is, I think, about 60 pounds, I want to say. At World's End is movie 3 out of 6. Is okay. World's End is the one. Is that the one where Captain Jack is trapped inside the bottle? That's the movie that we ended on. Is a Border Collie and Australian Shepherd mix? Yo, that's pretty big for a Border Collie and Australian Shepherd mix. That's a really big dog. You got the large variety of both of those breeds for him to be 110 pounds. Should have named him Boromir instead. World's End is when he's in Davy Jones' locker. Davy Jones. Trying to remember. Okay, so we watched 1, we watched 2. 3 is, I think we watched 4 though. Because when he's in Davy Jones' locker is when Orlando Bloom trades places with him, right? Or tries to trade places with his dad to free his dad from. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so mixed up now. I think the Black Pearl is in a bottle in number 5. Okay, maybe we got to 5. Both his parents were 65 to 70 pounds. I had his mom. That's the one that just passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, 65 to 70 pounds sounds about right for both of those breeds of dog. But 110 is a beefy boy. 4 is the fountain of youth. I feel like I need to go back and watch them again. We just we binged them on a Sunday. I think we watched like 3 or 4 in a row. I forgot how much I liked those movies though until I went back and watched them. There's only 5 Pirates movies, but there's a 6th in the works. Yeah, and is it supposed to come out next year or 2026? That's what spurred us to like rewatch the movies, because Gina and I were kind of having the same conversation about which movies were which and what happened in each one, and we're like, why don't we just go back and watch them? We got Disney Plus. So we started to, and I don't think we ever finished the series up to date. There's just Ozzy and 17 pounds so far. The new puppy. Ooh. What a cutie. Hi, baby. In World's End, Jack is trapped in the locker and Will wants to kill Jones to free his dad. Okay. And the militia is controlling Davy Jones at that point, right? That's the one that I think we left off on. That's the one I think we left off on. Because the like royal guard or whatever has his heart in the little chest, has control of it. And so like they're basically controlling Davy Jones. What's the one with the jar of dirt? I think it's that one that we're talking about. Because so at the end of 3 is when they fight the Kraken, I believe. The British are controlling Jones. Yes. Yeah. And so they're all trying to. Jar of Dirt is number 2. Isn't that what they put Davy Jones' heart? They take it out of the little chest and put it in a jar and cover it with dirt. Is that what you're talking about? Because I don't think that's number 2. Jar of Dirt scene was completely improvised? Really? That's fun to know. That's a fun little fun fact. It's a neat little fun fact there for you. You fight the Kraken at the end of 2. Okay. It's killed off screen in between 2 and 3. Gotcha. Yeah, because at the end of 2 is when Captain Jack goes like jumping into the teeth of the Kraken. But it's because gosh dang it, that's not it. It's because Elizabeth has him like blackmailed into doing it. He doesn't really want to do it, but she blackmails him into doing it. And then she never tells Will, and then Will gets pissed because he's not in on the plan. And it starts to sever their relationship. And then at the same time, Will's trying to save his dad from Davy Jones' ship. There's so many different plot lines going on at the same time that it's crazy. You ended with Elizabeth handcuffing him to the boat after learning the Kraken only wanted Jack. Yes. That's right. Good thing we have Blue around to keep us on track here with the pirates talk. Diddly-doo. Guys, we're almost at 1,300 encounters. I've been strolling right along. Haven't even been noticing all the encounters tick by. With all of our movie talk. The movies. No shiny Chimchar. It is kind of nice though that like you can tell right away, you know, because his shiny is super different. So the pink is completely different. Kristen says it's probably the only pirate series that I like. I don't like the Viking series, but Norseman was hilarious. I never watched the Viking series. I know it's like pretty highly touted. What's Norseman though? Norseman's a different one. Kristen, were you talking about watching Highlander the last stream too? I remember Highlander. Is it Highlander or? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of the show. Not that has anything to do with like Vikings or Norsemen, but I think that's like Scotland based, right? That show. Plot points for Pirates 2. Dead Man's Chest. Jack wants Davy Jones' heart to get rid of his debt to him. Will wants Davy Jones' heart to kill him and free his father. Character limit will continue. Chris says, I think it's just like making fun of the Viking show. Oh, okay, gotcha. Daniel, welcome. How you doing tonight, Daniel? Welcome, welcome. How were your tacos this evening? This wonderful Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, Daniel, and that your tacos were delicious. What kind of tacos did you eat today? Kristen says, I haven't actually watched the Highlander besides maybe the first episode. Oh, okay. Okay. Isn't there something to do? Like, isn't there like time travel or something in that show, or no? Am I off base? I just remember my sister watching it and telling me that it was really good and that I should watch it and that I would like it. I probably need to go back and watch it though. Highlander. I've heard that the Viking series is good. What did you not like about the Viking series, Kristen? Just the like storyline wasn't interesting to you? I think the main lady gets sent back in time or something. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'll have to give it a watch. Blue says Norrington wants, this is the continuation of plot from the second movie. Norrington wants Davy Jones' heart to bring it to Lord Cutler and be recognized as a hero. Lord Cutler wants the heart to control Davy Jones and the sea. Elizabeth exists. Daniel says, good morning, shiny hunting Poipole and Virizion. Nice. Those are some good targets. Ultra Sun and Sword. Cool. Are you doing Ultra Wormholes in Ultra Sun? That's one thing I want to do is Ultra Wormholes at some point for shiny hunting. I hear that those are super fun. Blue says she's just kind of there. She's just in the middle of the mix. Because she's Will's love attention. Also, I think the second movie is when Will, Jack, and Elizabeth have that like weird love triangle that never really amounts to Elizabeth and Jack having anything, but they like try to hint at it to create drama within the movie or something. I don't know. It's weird because they never go back to it ever again. It's just a way of like setting up the end when she handcuffs him to the ship. Jan the boy, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome. How are we doing tonight? How were your tacos this Tuesday, Jan? How were they? And what kind did you have? Still no shiny, Daniel. Still no shiny yet. We're at 1296 though. Daniel, was it you that called out a couple streams ago? I think it was like 1330 or something, 1330 something, I think, around that range. Notice how I just kind of mumbled the last bit of it. 13. Lou says Elizabeth uses it to her advantage so she can seduce Jack to handcuff him. Yes. The love triangle, the false love triangle that never was. But it starts to create the rift between Will and Elizabeth. Jen LeBoy says chicken quesadillas. Yo, chicken quesadillas sound freaking good. Dude, you guys had some great alternatives to tacos tonight. Oddbro had nachos. Family Ortega had tamales. Jan LeBoy had chicken quesadillas. Daniel says, who, me? With the guess? Oh, no, okay, so it wasn't you. I want to say, I feel like it might have been TC. Is TC still lurking in the back? Maybe they can confirm or deny. I know someone made the guess. I can't think of who, though. They guessed in like the 1300 range. Guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. It does help push the video out to the YouTube space. encouraging others to come in and join us, the fam bam, as we shiny hunt, do fun Pokemon playthroughs, random quirky stuff. It says over odds for my Poipole. Oh my goodness. I hope that you get it soon then. I hope you don't have to go too far over odds on that one. Blue says Will does see her kiss Jack while she's faking it to handcuff him, and that's why he's kind of pissed at her in the third movie. Ah. Yeah, because he feels like that love triangle is starting to sever their ties. The drama ensues. Guys, if you're just getting into chat and you see Blue's comments, he's recapping us on the Pirates series so that we're all in tune and know what's to come. Do. The water is gone. Have any of you guys ever used like salt tabs or drank any sort of like, I don't know what it's like, electrolytes essentially. But what I'm getting to is Gina ordered some of these like electrolyte drinks that are like salt hydrating drink packages, I guess. They're super good, guys. And so I've been drinking them the past few days in the morning sometimes. So I'll have like one bottle of water before I have one of these, and like my second or third bottle of water, I'll dump a pack of them in, and it just helps keep you hydrated. And especially living in Arizona, it gets really hot and it's dry here, and so it helps like keep your body hydrated. But they're super good, and I've never drank anything like that before or used any like salt tabs to help retain water and stay hydrated. It's like a super effective way, guys. One really like minute detail that's kind of odd that I've noticed is like when working out, I would tend to get like cotton mouth while working out, especially like high heart rate exercises and things would tend to like, I would get dry mouth basically and have to keep drinking water, and I couldn't like stay hydrated during workouts. And the past few days I've noticed, like the past 2 days of workouts, today and yesterday, I'm not having that problem. And I've been drinking these like salt drinks that Gina got us since Sunday. I think the first one was Sunday, Monday, and then today, Tuesday. Yeah. Daniel with the shiny luck. If you're looking for the command, Daniel, you gotta type in / shiny luck, all one word, just like that. There, I just typed it in. Jan the Boy says, a few weeks ago we celebrated 100 subscribers. Today we have already passed 150. I know, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. It is consistent growth, I'll tell you what. It's been fun. Like the past handful of streams, I've been gaining like a few subscribers each stream, which is pretty cool. Last stream was the first time in a while that I didn't get any subscribers, so no big deal. It's kind of cool. Blue Ink says, literally rewatched these about a week and a half ago. Don't ask me about the fifth one. I've only seen it once for the Pirates movies. Yeah, they're a great watch for sure. Kristen says, can't relate. I only ever used the Life Straw kit when I used to backpack before I got sick. What's the life straw kit? Always use like a camelback when I'm hiking, but I'm kind of tempted to, like, the next time we go on a hike is put some of that salt powder in the camelback, because it like helps put sodium in your body to help lock the water, the hydrogen in your body. So it filters water you get from streams, lakes, etc. Oh, sweet. That's cool. A life straw. That's way cool. It filters out all of the bad stuff. Ooh, gosh. Uh-oh. I can tell it's getting towards the end of stream. I want to make it to 1310. I think 1310 would be a good stopping point. It's so you don't have to pack water in 20 miles. Yeah. That's a great way to avoid that for sure. There's also water cleaning tablets. You could also boil water, and that will clean it. It's so cool that like if you go hiking through the mountains and whatnot, there's some awesome streams, and there's certain streams out there that are just like the water is so clean already, just like the natural filtration from the soil and the dirt and the rocks. There's other streams that are pretty nasty too, but but it's pretty neat that like nature has a way of filtering things itself too. 1301, baby. This filters it out. I'd rather not ingest the nasties at all. Yes, exactly. I am 100% on that train. Never want to ingest any nasties. Blink says if you take a piece of cloth and use it to scoop the mud and dirt out of water. Like cheesecloth. And drop 2 tablets in, kills all the germs. Okay, okay. I see what we're doing here. Look at all of our survival hacks we know, guys. We are a survival ready crew right now. The fam bam is all up on the survival mode. Kristen says, ew. Yeah, I don't know if I would like to do Blue's way of filtration with cheesecloth. Not sure that would be my first go-to. Unless I absolutely had to rely on that. I prefer my method 100%. Yeah, Life Straw Kit sounds much more usable. Blue took a wilderness survival course. Yo. But you learned some pretty good life skills from a wilderness survival course. Although I do have a straw too. The Life Straw Kit. No shot. Aw, I didn't close. 13.2 was not it. 1,302. We gonna get it tonight, Fam Bam? We got 8 more encounters. What do we think? What do we think, y'all? Daniel said 1409 earlier. 1409 would be another hundy away. I don't know if we'll make it to 1404. We're not going to make it to 1409 tonight. Kristen says my luck would say no. Oh man. Actually, I'm probably with you there on that one. I don't expect it to come, but it would still be cool if it did. It would be very welcomed if it did. We got our little Mikey tonight. Come on, cutscene. Roll on through. Made my whole desk shake there. Blue says watch him get at 1310 now that you're all saying that. Oh man, it would be great if I did. I just don't have confidence that that's gonna happen. No, you need to get this to get the adventure started. Yes, I do. I do. We still haven't secured the starter yet for this playthrough. And I think I'm on stream number 15. Let's see. I can go back and count them. Oh man. Let's do 50 per page. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I went too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, and tonight is number 15. Tonight is stream number 15, guys. 15 streams into this. Longest introduction to a game ever. For real. I guess when you're doing a soft reset shiny hunt, it can be the longest introduction ever. I'm gonna have this this intro to the game burned into my memories forever and ever. Pokemon Shining Pearl burned into the back of my skull for as long as I can remember. Stream 17 it is then. You think I'll get it on stream number 17? Okay. Well, number 16 will be the first Tuesday that I'm back, I think. There's also an event going on in Scarlet and Violet. And I think that Thursday after I get back will be the end of the event. So I may shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet when I get back to get the what did Game Freak call them? The powerhouse Pokemon. Blue says, to be honest, this is better than the actual game. The briefcase simulator is better than the actual game? Huh? To each their own. I think for me, it's now that I've got like the button path down, it's easy for me to like keep up with you guys in chat and whatnot. The first couple streams was rough. Ooh, let me tell you. The first couple streams were rough. Trying to keep up with chat while figuring out the best like process of getting through these cutscenes and picking the starter. But I feel like I've gotten better at it as time has gone on. Kristen says, you said you didn't like horror, right? Yeah, I don't care for it. I've watched horror movies. I just don't care for it. It's not my like go-to. If I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends and that's what we're gonna watch on a movie night or something, I'll watch it. I don't like avoid it, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. I like movies for like the story and the acting, and I don't find horror films interesting, unfortunately. I've got quite a few friends that do though. That they love the cult classics, all of it. I've just never gotten behind that wave. Jelana says, not to jinx it, but you better break the habit so you don't subconsciously do the reset when the shiny comes up. Yeah, no, I know. I've got it down. I know that the shiny looks so different that as soon as I find it, it's gonna be a pretty epic thing, you know? It'll be hard for me to like skip through. I wait to see the Chimchar color before I hit the home button and reset. And if that Chimchar is pink, it is definitely not getting reset. Shalana says, I did something similar in a different game and tilted. Yes. Oh man, okay, if you follow the VGC scene, you may know of Charlie Merriman. He is a VGC caster for Pokemon, and he did for Safari Week, he was running like a couple DSs as well as 2 GBAs, and was hunting in like 4 different games. And Fire Red, Leaf Green, I think Soul Silver, and what was the other one? Sapphire maybe is what he was hunting in. And he went way over odds. Like he was in the 50,000 encounter, 40,000 encounter range, something like that. On his hunt, obviously he had 4 games going at once, so his encounters were much more rapid, and they were in the Safari Zone. So he was doing, I don't know, like 2,500 encounters a night. But he continued on with his Safari Week streams well past Safari Week, like 3 weeks past Safari Week. Finally found a shiny, and he shut the game off on the shiny, or like ran from the shiny. He ran from the shiny, that's what it was. And left the screen that said that he confirmed the runaway, and you could see the Pokemon on the screen still. That poor guy. He went through all of that time shiny hunting in the Safari Zone, mind you, of the game. And sadly, he did not get it. Kristen says, I think you should try Hill House. I'm trying to read the book too. Yo, Hill House. What is the premise on Hill House? Louis says we need to have a movie night in the voice chat soon. A movie night? We could do a movie night. Bro, you're still live? That's crazy. Yes, I am, Odd Bro. I'm still live. Not too much longer though. I'm gonna get to 13:10 and then call it quits from there. It's a pretty normal stream for me. I've been live for just about 3 hours. I'm about to hit the 3-hour mark. So just finishing putting together my team for Crispy's tournament. Yo, how's the team looking, Odd Bro? Are you pretty excited about it? Is it working well? Did you play test it at all? Crispy, welcome, buddy. Welcome on this wonderful Taco Tuesday, Crispy. How were your tacos today, my guy? What kind of tacos did you have? Crispy, I feel like since you don't get to experience the wonderful tacos from back home, you need to like make tacos at home. Bro says, I'm very proud of this team. Yo, that's awesome. I hope that you take the whole kit and caboodle on, bro. Kristen says it's a haunted house of sorts, but not super scary per se. Suspense and more mystery. Series is on Netflix about kids that grow up and go back. Yo. And it's called... Hill House. It's called Hill House. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. Da 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 da. Oh, no shiny. I don't know, with Crispy showing up in stream, it's been a little while since Crispy's been in stream, but with him showing up in stream, we might get it on 1310, like Blue said. It is Crispy's favorite Pokemon. I think Crispy's favorite shiny is Psyduck, right, Crispy? But your favorite Pokemon is Chimchar, and he's showing up in chat. This could be a sign, y'all. It could be a sign. Sign for good things to come. You just finished work right now, Crispy? Yo, that is a long day of work for you, my guy. Heading home from work now? Or did you already make it home? All right, just a few more encounters before we end the night. I'm gonna go eat myself my dinner. Also, I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna need another potty, so... Da, 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 da. Okay, not 1308, maybe 1309, maybe 1310. Roll me the shiny, Crispy says. We can only hope, my friend. We can only hope that the stats will lie in our favor. Crispy, how are your shiny hunts going on stream? You're hunting for Deoxys. Was it autocorrect when you typed Carlos? Deoxys in Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then Cresselia on Sword and Shield now, I think. Gonna work on the team when you get home. Oh, for the tourney that you're having. Are you starting on Friday? Is that what it is? You already know what you're doing for your team? Did you already get it all planned out, built in one of the builders? What you got? No shiny yet for Deoxys or Cresselia. No shiny Chimchar there. As long as I don't get the phase on the Starly, I'm gonna be fine. If I phase on the Starly, my controller might go through the screen. You want to see someone tilted, that would be the tilting point. Actually, I probably wouldn't be that bad. I would just be upset. I'd be sad. Clip it for content. Clip it for the content. That's all. All right, guys, this is going to be the final encounter of the evening. Going to call it after this one. I'll do a proper goodbye with y'all though, because I am going to be gone. The next couple streams that I would normally do are not going to happen. So next week on Tuesday and the following Sunday, probably not. If I'm feeling up for it on that Sunday we get back from England, I may stream. I don't think it's likely though. Kristen says, if you get the shiny bird, you're still resetting. Yes, I am. Because you can't actually catch it. It's a non-catchable shiny. Crispy says, I created a team and tested the team with Delta Fet. I won, but I feel like making some changes. Okay. I see what you got going on there. Delta was able to expose a couple weaknesses to you. All right, the final encounter of the evening, guys. 1310. Is this not shiny? Aww. Not shiny, chat. But that's okay. We will live to see another day. Anyways, guys, tonight was super fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys all had a good time. I hope you enjoyed all of the tacos on this wonderful Tuesday. And I'm going to be heading to England tomorrow evening. So I will be out of the country for about 11 days. So next Tuesday's stream will not happen. And then the following Sunday, probably not going to happen either. But I will be back again. The next stream will be on Tuesday, August 27th. That will be the first stream back from my trip away. Gonna go meet some of Gina's family, spend some time in England, do some sightseeing, all of the good stuff. But I hope you guys all had a great evening. Please drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. And until the next time, guys, I will see you very soon. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week and next couple weeks, that is, until the next time we see each other. And hopefully we can wrangle in this little pink monkey before too long. But until then, I will see you all very, very soon. Have a wonderful week and good night, y'all.